Throwback Thursday, September 21st, 2017. Steve Sipress here, and I got to head out to meet with a couple of clients at an event that we're having here. But I could not help but let everybody know. Oh, first time I run today. It is this cookie cut rhino. Maybe you can't see it that well because it's just outlined, but there it is. This is for those of you that want to enjoy fresh baked rhino cookies that my beautiful wife Michelle is known to make for me, and of course I love them. And shaped cookies, of course. I don't expect you to make them out of actual rhinos, but the reason I use the cookie cutters, I'm here to talk about Dan Kennedy's magnetic marketing. It's been 25 years. He is just coming out with the 25th anniversary edition. Well, I have the original edition, got, I don't know, about 20 years ago. And there it is, the original edition of Dan Kennedy's magnetic marketing. I got this for like $300, and I noticed that the cassette tapes that were in here, for you youngins, you got to kind of look that up. What the heck is a cassette tape? I don't know where those went. I know I lent them out, quote, lent them, I guess, to some clients because that's what you do. You used, and I don't know where it went. But man, back in those days, this thing came. That was it. It's in this binder that's kind of falling apart, and it's got first the teachings, the basic principles of Dan Kennedy with his magnetic marketing. Then in the back, it's got this toolkit, which is all of these copyright free, and it says right on the top, copyright free of all the letters. So they show you all the letters, group of different types of letters, and so they're telling you copyright free, and you put your name in there, or your photo in there, and you put your name and number, and you tweak it a little bit because I've used the ones for sales and for B2B and for professionals. And, you know, if they don't have one that's exactly for your exact type of business, well, you tweak it a little bit, although that's where people run into a little. So, and this binder is just kind of falling apart. I'm having trouble even closing it. But how cool is that? A little walk down Throwback Thursday memory lane. And then about 10 years ago, they came out a new edition, this magnetic marketing for the new economy. And again, I don't know where the CDs and DVDs went. I, again, quote, lent them to a client. And this has the transcript of those tapes or whatever they're on nowadays, and the teachings of Dan, the basic teachings, which, by the way, I have dotted and underlined and highlighted this whole thing in here, and I've got all kinds of notes and extra things in and whatever, because not only do I use this, but I've taught thousands of business owners and entrepreneurs how to implement, how to use magnetic marketing in their business. So even though it comes with the tool, with the sample letters, which, by the way, for the new economy version, look at the size of just the toolkit alone, broken into all the different sections for professionals and B2B and salespeople and on and on. And even though it has the templates, we're again, I mean, there they are. There's the letter. You just put your name and your photo in there and put your phone number and tweak a little bit and get this thing out of mail and your phone rings. But I have to tell you, I'm one of those that had some trouble with it. So I listened to it, made sense, thought I was doing, took out the template, messed it up, phone didn't ring, nothing happened. So took it to an expert, and he was like, oh yeah, you did this, you left this out, you put in, you did this wrong, but crossed out a couple of things, added, boom, sent a new one out, boom, life changed forever. Phone started ringing right away. Appointments from people I've been trying to get a hold of forever, ignoring me, and suddenly they're chasing me and begging me to have an appointment with them. They want to do business. That's why it's called magnetic marketing. So I couldn't more highly recommend everyone get this. I also got a preview copy of this new 25th anniversary edition. I only got it in a PDF, in an online version, so I don't have it to show. But I went through it, and amazing. It actually has new teachings from Dan Kennedy, new strategy from Dan himself, and then toolkit expanded with more news and letters for everyone to use. They're fantastic, by the way. These letters are not just something made up or that somebody thinks might work or they just typed it out. These are actual letters, I know, because to get in there, you have to submit the letters that you have sent with the proof of your results and how it worked, and then, of course, they go through the process, and maybe, if you're lucky, that they get included in the next edition of magnetic marketing. So these are proven letters that work. I've used them, and my clients have used them, and bringing in millions and millions and millions of dollars. I'm telling you, just change lives of small business owners. If you've ever had frustration only grunt work, the uphill battle of chasing people and wondering, no, you don't have systems, you wonder where your next customer's coming from and all that kind of stuff, and you just don't know what to say or what to do, and you're at wit's end. And I mean, it's the number one need of every business is a stream of new business, of clients coming in. This solves all that and changes it. So I highly recommend it. I put the link in there. You can go to steve-recommends.com/magnetic. And first of all, you'll find all kinds of free training from Dan himself on this new edition of the Magnetic Marketing. So you can just watch the free training, and there's other experts, and some of his top students are giving their examples and their stories and their advice and showing how it worked for them. I recently was put on the calendar. I'm going to be interviewed as part of this whole magnetic marketing deal or whatever as one of Dan's most successful students. But also, I am offering a $5,000 bonus package full of all kinds of training and all kinds of other stuff. And if you steve-recommends.com/magnetic, you can see it and you can make your decision. Do you just want to see the free training, or do you want to actually get a copy? I think it's still only a few $100, so the cost is negligible. Of course, you write it off as a business expense and then use the thing, and I'm going to help you do that. One of the things I'm offering that I've never done before for a non-client, my $5,000 clients, I've done a 6-week training in magnetic marketing, and I'm going to offer that as one of my bonuses. So I almost make sure I take you by that through my steve-recommends.com/ and you go decide to get the thing and invest. Personally, even another bonus is I give you a one-on-one call. So a 60-minute call where I will go through answer all your questions, or use of the toolkit, and putting out the letter as much as I could possibly make sure to hold by the hand and make sure you get massive results from this thing. I don't even know what else I possibly do to more strongly recommend that you get magnetic marketing, even if you have the old edition. Of course, like me, and get the new one. I think there's some pre-upgrade of like, I don't remember how it is, but you ought to invest in the new one. All comes with a guarantee anyway, so if you don't like it, or you can't figure it out, or you can't use it, or if you use it and it doesn't work for some miracle, I've never heard of that, but if it didn't, you just send it back and get your money back. So no risk, no loss. The only risk or loss is possible if you don't actually get it. So stay tuned. Every day I shoot videos and I record concepts that I learned from Dan and other successful marketing gurus and teachers of this kind of stuff. And so you can just do that as well, and not even get or look at or get any of the trainings in magnetic marketing. But that's my trip to memory lane, the version from, I think it had the date on it, 2008, yeah. So 9 years ago version and the 25 years ago version. Little trip down memory lane. I got the newest version. Hope you do too. That's it for Throwback Thursday. Colin's here. Greg Owen is here. Thanks for being here. Anyone hit me up with a message, put a comment in here. Go over to steve-recommends.com/magnetic. Check it all out for yourself. And I'll be back tomorrow with a foundational tip on Foundation Friday. And I hope you'll join me then. Thanks for being here today. Over and out.